Yo, people, welcome to the Red Pitch Podcast. Listen, man. Um, yeah, there you have it. The rumors were true. The signing has been made, £50 million plus add-ons. Noni Madueke has signed for Arsenal Football Club. Now, listen, me for one, when you're seeing how long it is for the club to get Victor Gyokeres over the line, a centre forward over the line, as a matter of fact, not even just Gyokeres, but we could go back to Sesko or whoever else. But just seeing how long it's taken for us to get a centre forward over the line. We signed Zubamendi, who I think is a brilliant signing. Norgard, not a lot of people are quite happy with the Norgard deal, but I think, playing back up to Zubamendi, I think Norgard is very proactive, ex-captain of Brentford. He knows the league, and he's a decent player. Now, I think the thing is with the majority of fans is when we see names like Eze, Rodrigo, Gyokeres, and we're hearing those names, and we're being linked to these names closely. It's like the fans are getting excited. Then all of a sudden, Madueke comes from behind in front of those guys, and that deal is done just like that. Now, me for one, I know a lot of people have said, yeah, he's going to come in and be Saka's replacement. Not Saka's replacement, sorry, Saka's backup. Now, spending 52 million, which is what we're being reported, on a backup to Saka tells me he's not coming to play backup to Saka. Me, honestly, that tells me that Rodrigo, I think, is out the window, and Madueke is probably going to be competing with Martinelli on the left wing, and Trossard, who's just agreed personal terms with Fenerbahce. I feel Trossard will probably go. We still have Ethan Waneri, who can cover for Saka or can cover for Odegaard. But to be honest, I prefer Ethan's growth into the first team not be stunted by this Noni Madueke signing, which I hope it isn't. The thing is, Madueke is not that glossy signing that everybody wanted. Is he a bad player? No, he's not a bad player. But what frustrates me with Arsenal Football Club is we've become Chelsea's financial givers. Every single year we've got to give Chelsea money. We can, this season already, Madueke, Kepa, Jorginho, Havertz, Willian, David Luiz, like the list goes on. How many players have we signed from Chelsea in the last 7-8 years? It's a lot of players, right? Why do we keep signing Chelsea's rejects? These players are not good enough to play for Chelsea Football Club. They're not good enough. And I know I've seen the pictures where people have put up Salah and they put up KDB and said, oh, look, these guys weren't good enough for Chelsea. It's a different era. This is not Salah. This is not KDB. We're not going to get a KD. We're not going to get a Salah out of Madueke, right? This guy at Chelsea has had Neto in front of him. Palmer's there. They've just signed Gittins. Like, he's already been basically cast out by Chelsea manager Maresca. Maresca also said in Christmas just gone, Maresca said, listen, there's a good player in there, but he doesn't work hard enough. He was dropped last season for not working hard enough, not listening to full instructions, not training well. Now, I know some people saying, yeah, but, it's the environment. Chelsea, you've got 20 wingers. So how can you really focus? Listen, that's got to give you the more motivation to want to push through, to want to be that best, getting ahead of Neto and whoever else they got. But listen, again, like I'm saying, I'm not saying he's a bad player, but for Arsenal Football Club, right, if we really want to be moving the needle and we want to move from second, we've been second 3 times in a row, we want to move from second to first, right? The signings have to be top quality. Now, I'm not saying that, you have to buy the best players around to win the league, because you don't. You don't. But for me, Madueke is not a needle mover. He's not a needle mover. The way I see it, Rafael Leao, Rodrigo, those are players that come in and give you that instant quality, right? I feel that Madueke coming in, he's not better than what we already have. I don't believe he's better than Saka. I don't believe he's better than Martinelli. I don't believe he's better than Ethan Nwaneri. So what then do we do? He's not really improving the team. He's just coming to make up numbers. And what's frustrating me the most is that I hope this Gyokeres deal gets done, because if we're arguing with them over 5 mil, Gyokeres, a proven goal scorer, has scored over 100 goals in his last 3 seasons and however many assists. If we're going to haggle for 5 mil and then we're going to drop 52 mil on Madueke, I don't know what's going on. I don't think that this decision was Berta. I do think it's an Arteta signing. I don't think it's a Berta signing. I hope Berta can... I don't know. I just hope we get Eze and Gyokeres over the line. And, if we don't get a Rodrigo, I don't even know. Listen, I don't agree with the abuse that Noni's got, because I feel it's wrong. No player should be getting abused like that, the way he's got abused. The petition, I think, is a disgrace from whoever made it up and the fans that are signing it. You can be not happy about a signing, but I think that goes a step too far. That goes a step too far, the petitioning and, the DMs and stuff. Some of the stuff I've seen have been horrible. Do you know what I mean? So come on, Arsenal fans, let's not take it that far, Let's not take it that far. But listen, now he's an Arsenal player. The majority may not have wanted him, but listen, now he's an Arsenal fan. We've got to back him. Back him until there comes a point where maybe he's not performing and he's not doing what he should be doing. But until then, I think he should be given a chance to prove himself. And listen, like I said, I'm going to support him. I'm going to support him until there's a reason not to support him. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to be like a Sterling thing. Obviously, Sterling was a loan. I thought Sterling would have come in and done a bit more than he actually did. But I just think Sterling's legs are gone. Sterling's finished anyway. But Madueke is still young, same age as Saka, 23. It's got a lot to him. So let's see, man. Let's wish him well. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Try and get a few more signings over the line, man. But listen, like, share, subscribe. Noni Madueke, welcome to Arsenal.